Okay, for this tutorial I'm going to show you how to change the layout of your player. So one of the first things we're going to do is go to Storyline, or Story View, and we're going to have to select all the scenes. If we only have one scene selected and we try and change some of the properties, it'll only affect that scene. So click on one, and if you then press Ctrl and A on your keyboard, you'll get all three slides selected. And over here in slide properties, you can see how the slide is going to advance. It can be automatically, which means when the timeline ends, the next slide will automatically jump up. This is usually quite annoying, so it's best to go by user. When revisiting, you can have it decided to go back to a save state, initial state, or automatically decide. We'll leave it on automatically decide. And we have previous and next buttons. Next thing we're going to look at in the layer is our player. Go up to the top to the player icon, click on it. And you'll see in your player properties window we have a preview of what your player is going to look like in the actual screen. So one of the first things we're going to do is change this menu item. By default the menu lines up on the side here so everyone can see it. So we go to our player tabs and you'll see the various tabs: top bar right, and sidebar, and these relate to the different parts of the screen. So if you scroll down to sidebar, you'll see your menu is actually there, and if we clicked on the glossary it would be also added into that sidebar. But for the moment we're sticking with our menu. So select your menu and press the up arrow to move it up into the next tab. You can also switch it around the screen by continuing to press up or down. If you click up again, for instance, it'll move to the other side of our resources. If we clicked up again, we'd move it up into the left hand side of the actual player. But we're going to move it back down and put it onto the far right. As you can see on the top we have our title. If you highlight that box and click into it, we can change it. Maybe give it a capital D. And as you can see, the sidebar, it can be shown on the left or the right. So if we had a glossary in the sidebar still, or a sidebar present, this setting would allow us to go left or right. But we're not going to have a sidebar for ours. And on the bottom you'll see we have the option for a seek bar. This is quite a common bar. You'll recognize it from other applications such as media players, YouTube, and so on. That seek bar allows you to drag it over and back. If we allow the user to skip ahead, this allows them to drag the bar to wherever they need to go in the slide, or we can lock it into place as read-only, which means it cannot be moved around the animation. So we'll leave it to allow user to drag. And we're going to click on volume as well, just in case you decide to add audio to your slides. This adds a button that allows the user to change the volume up or down to the slide accordingly. Once you've made any changes, make sure you click OK. If you simply close with an X, or click the cancel button, or click outside, or exit any other way, these changes that you make will not be saved. So click on OK, and we're back. And if you do a preview, then you'll see the changes you've made should all be appearing. We have our volume, we have our slider that we can change at any point if we want. We can move up and down with the slider. We have our menu tab over here on the side, and our title has changed to have a capital D. So that's it for the basic layout tutorial.